Hi, I'm going to take you throughout the political social media data analytics project. This project was on the basis of which, on the basis to see which politician has what kind of behavior towards what kind of agenda, so that in the future, when you go for voting a politician, then you would be able to figure out like which political figure is going to have what kind of reaction in various agendas nationally and internationally. So let's start with the introduction. So over here we describe about we have the data regarding the social media posts of various political figures from Republican, from Congress, from president to the vice president. So we have collected the data. The data was collected manually, and it has some bias features where politicians show the behavior against any agenda. So from that we can analyze if a politician is partial, neutral, or he shows kind of attack behavior towards an agenda. And we have found these data are from Facebook and Twitter. This is very important to analyze because these are the words of the politicians who are going to lead the nation in the next phase. So this would help us to figure out the answers about upcoming laws, trading policy, political appointments, or international policies when a politician is elected among various of them. So so we are on the mission to do that. We are using MapReduce and Spark programming to figure out what politicians have what kind of behavior. On this page I'm going to describe about the data. So data set has around 20 columns, and the most important columns we are using are unit id, audience confidence, bias confidence, message confidence, level, source is the place where from which the social media was extracted, and the text are the published status. So the main characteristics of data are like the main are like biasness or behavior of politician, attack harmony, support information mobilization policies regarding welfare. These are particularly for the US politicians only. It focuses on the confidence level of the politician, the way they speak on the social media, the way they speak in front of the general public. Basically, the hard ideas are flourished by the data. So the first implementation part was map reduce implementation. On this implementation, we collected the data, then we divided the data into smaller columns and then analyzed against key value pairs. So on the mapper, we take the politician name politician name as the key, and the message or the behavior as a value, and we count the values against the names. This way we could figure out who is the one who is having a perspective of attack, or who is one that is having a perspective of neutrality among various politicians from various level. And from the mapper we go to the reducer, and the reducer reduce do the shuffle and sort in alphabetical order. Then it reduce the two columns data and count the number of the values in every column of the data against the repetition of the values. This way we will be able to figure out. So I have here some of the output. The left side is the running jobs in which the reduction of three phase reduction was there. You can see easily there are counters, and on the next part we see the behavior like policy and support from a politician, and this was from the politician named here. And how many times of this politician, suppose let's take Tony Cardins on second row, he has published his social media post regarding the policies for 7 times, which is the highest. So we can assume like he is going to be a person who is going to create policies and norms for the agendas that comes up. And in the same way, there is Alan Lowenthal, representative from California, who has a support kind of behavior, maximum support kind of behavior. So when he gets elected, he will support on various agendas which may be useful or which may not be useful in the nation. And later we transform the data to the hype table structure. Then we did some queries to figure out if we are able to calculate things through SQL. So I applied some group by queries, I applied some select queries, and the results are right here. The Spark implementation was done in which the data was divided into small tuples. Then we did a query with the context object, and we got the data in the RDD format. The reduction was really faster than the map reduce, and it could be done through local also and SDFS as well. So here over here I collected the data on the context object that was collected in the RDD. So over on the next side we have the output from the comparisons of the behavior to the personalities. You can see some numbers that shows which personality has what kind of behavior. Look, support, anywhere you can look. So support, let's look on the first row. So the senator from West Virginia, sorry I couldn't take the exact, let's see. Senator from the representative from in Indiana had some personal attitude towards anything, and he was counted as 8. So he could be the one who had some personal feelings regarding the politics of the nation. So on this part I'm going to describe you like what was the output that we got from various analysis. So most of the politicians update on Twitter rather than Facebook. This was shown from the data. And congressional politicians have more support towards international agendas than the Republicans politicians. These map reduce were also run, and this data can be analyzed on various other perspective. So it can be taken further to make it very much better. On the conclusion, we derived like the data was complex to run, but it had some level of output. Since there was little bit only cleaning on the data, there were some errors. But yes, the cleaning was most important point, and it was a long time job to clean the whole data that has a set of some 10,000 rows. So it's hard, but still we got some fair idea about what is going on, who is the one that is having a different kind of perspective regarding this. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope you will like it. Thank you.